If you're over 50, retired or near retirement, and you're living month to month, this conversation matters because a lot of people were told just save enough and you'll be fine. But nobody really explained how much enough really is, or what happens if you're already close to retirement and you don't have it. Let's talk honestly. You probably heard of the 4% rule. It's the idea that in retirement, you can safely withdraw about 4% of your savings each year and not run out of money. What that really means is this: to generate $1 a year, you need to have $25 saved. So the income doesn't come from the money itself, it comes from the size of the pile. Now let's walk through some real numbers. Scenario one: let's assume you need $10,000 a month to live comfortably. That's $120,000 a year. Let's assume Social Security is going to pay you $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year. Now the gap becomes the $120,000 less the 24. So that's $96,000 per year. That's the income your savings has to produce. Using the 4% rule, 96,000 divided by 4%, that's 2.4 million. That's what you need to have saved in order to maintain a $10,000 a month lifestyle. For most people living paycheck to paycheck, that number doesn't feel motivating. It feels defeating. Scenario two, let's just take 5,000 a month. We'll lower it and look again. So 5,000 a month is 60,000 per year. Same Social Security, 24,000 a year. Now the gap, 60,000 less 24,000, comes up to 36,000 per year. Using the 4% rule again, 36,000 divided by 4%, that's 900,000. So even at a very modest lifestyle, you're still looking at about $1 million saved. Why is this so stressful for people over 50? This is where people shut down. Because if you're already retired, near retirement, living on a fixed income, or still working but barely keeping up, saving another 900,000 or 2.4 million feels impossible. And here's the truth most people won't say out loud. The traditional retirement plan doesn't work for everyone anymore. Not because you failed, because the rules have changed. What people over 50 actually want now, at this stage, you're not trying to get rich. You're not chasing excitement. You want a predictable income, relief instead of pressure, to cover your basics without holding your breath, to stop worrying each month. You want steady income. And that's what most people over 50 are realizing. Retirement today just isn't about how much you saved, it's about how income shows up now. If these numbers made your stomach drop, you're not alone. Most people never run through them until it's too late. But relief doesn't come from panic, it comes from understanding your options now. If this conversation resonates, if you felt the pressure quietly, comment yes. And I share what I did to create income at this stage of life. And exciting income, relieving income. You're not behind. You're just ready for something that actually works now. Aloha.